Today is a pretty awesome day. You know, about a week ago, we got a 100-pound propane tank with Jen's studio going to be insulated at some point. We wanted to get some heat in there. We had tried to put a little buddy heater in there, but it just wasn't doing it. And so we went out and acquired a ventless heater, and I just went and bought all the connectors. So we're gonna head down to the studio and we're gonna install Jen's new propane heater and hopefully get it warm in there. Now the thing about the ventless heaters is that they don't vent, hence why they're called ventless. The reality though is they are still putting off fumes. So once the studio gets insulated with the siding and so forth, we are going to be putting a carbon monoxide alarm in there to make sure that when Jen is in here and she is operating the heater, that if the carbon monoxide gets too much, then she can get out. So they are relatively safe, but you don't want to press it. We would rather be safe than sorry. So all right, I'm gonna get everything ready. I'll be right back. So I pretty much have everything I need to do this install except for one thing. I gotta get this 100-pound tank that is filled with propane over to the studio, which is, it's all the way over there. Now I considered using the tractor, but I would have to figure out some way to mount it, and I don't know if I want to do that. It's going to take a while to figure that thing out. Now I will make something later, but not today. So I think today what I might do is just, I think I might just walk this tank over there. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Okay, so after moving about 2 feet, I realized that's probably not going to work. As it turns out, the best way for me to move this is with the tractor. Despite my best intentions of trying to move this thing from here over to the studio by hand, it's not going to happen. I think if with enough strapping, I think I can make this work. With the 2 straps on and the pallet nice and tight, I think I can just pick this thing up, take it over to the studio. That was so much easier. It's kind of dumb for me to think that I could move that thing by myself. So now that the tank is in position, let's go inside and get the line ready. Okay, so now that we're in the studio, this is the new heater that we have for Jen. This is a 10,000 BTU ventless propane heater, and for the square footage of this building, which is a 10 by 16, this is going to do just fine. So we're going to go ahead and I got to get this thing plumbed in and then run the line through the floor, and we'll run a test and see how it runs. All right, so we've got the heater installed. We've got all the connections done correctly. The regulator is installed. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up and see if it'll start. The first thing we've got to do is open this valve. Oh, I just saw a little bit of flame. So I'm thinking we're going to get this ignited in the next 1 or 2 shots. There we go. So we finally got it ignited. Now hopefully when I let go of this, it should stay lit. And it does. So the next step here is we're going to put it on low. And let's see what it does. So now that the heater is running, what I'm going to do is let it run for a few minutes. Just kind of clean out all the cobwebs. Now this is not thermostat controlled. So when she's in here and she gets warm, she'll have to just turn this down to the pilot. and or turn it off and then reignite it again when she gets cold. So yeah, that's cute. Now originally we wanted a small fireplace in here. A friend of ours had given it to us. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it working. So the next best thing here was to get a small ventless heater like this. And it works. That's which is huge. Because now Jen can come out here in the wintertime and she can make all of the orders that she gets through our website at handblecheyaranch.com. All of our custom stuff. If you folks want something, go to the website. And if you're looking for a throw blanket, a baby blanket, any one of her products that you guys may find that you want certain colors in, she can do all of that. And she'll be able to do it in her studio, nice and toasty. And speaking of orders, Jen is in here working on a customer order now. I've kicked her out because I am giving her some heat. But yeah, so there it is. This is where the magic happens. This was our front porch. We moved it back here thinking we might use it back here, but we decided we're going to move it to the chicken coop. But in order to do that, I have to secure this. During our first winter, we had to cut these 4x4 beams so I could lower the roof because the frost heave was pushing it up into the eave. Now that we're going to be moving it and I need it to be at a straight height, we're going to take these little braces that we had on here and we're going to put 2x4s on. One of the many reasons I absolutely love where we live. It's the silence. Behind me over here, we had an acre cleared a few years ago. That's where our field is going to go. Right there, right here, that's where our barn is going to go. Right in here, that's where our pig pen is going to go. But for today, we're going to be putting our old porch on the front door of our chicken coop. So I'm going to go get some blocks, and then I've got the porch all strapped up on the tractor. We're going to get it moved over there. All right, so we got it kind of in place. It's going to need a lot of love. It is not level. and it's not attached to anything. I couldn't use the blocks. I ended up using the small 2x6 pieces because it was going to be too high right here. So I think this will work, but I am definitely going to have to do quite a bit of work to it to make it right. But ultimately, the whole purpose is to protect the door from the snow and the rain and give us some place that we can be under the weather when we're coming in and out of the coop. So, yeah, it's going to work. There's no doubt about it. But there's going to be a lot of fine tuning to get this thing fitted right and secured so that it doesn't blow away. Yeah, so, all right, well, I got some work to do. Well, like most projects, this one took a hell of a lot longer than I expected. But then again, I guess I did expect to have to do quite a bit of more work. So let's take a look. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It measures up just fine. I was a little disappointed that I couldn't put it on blocks, so I did have to put it on 2x4s. But other than that, everything is shored up and it is functional. The whole purpose of this has been to help protect this door. If you've been following our journey, earlier this year, I had to rebuild the entire door area, and I did not want to have to go through that again anytime soon. We had this porch, and so rather than just getting rid of it, it is still in good condition, albeit it did need a little bit of love, but it's usable. So we're just going to recycle it out here by the chicken coop and protect the door and help protect us as we're coming in and out of the chicken coop when it's raining or snowing, things of that sort. So let's take a look and see what I did. One of the first things I did is I got rid of those old stairs. All of our stairs that we use here are all pallets. They work, and if they go bad or break, I can just replace them. Now there was a little bit of rockiness, so I added these little 45s here. I still need to cut another one, but I'm getting cold, so I figured I'd do that later. Before, we did not have any shelf space here, so now we've got it on both sides. I added a little hook just in case Jen needs to hang her bag of eggs for some reason. Now up on the top, on the ceiling here, we've got this solar LED light, so we'll always have a little bit of light out here, which is kind of neat. Now the reason we're not on blocks and we're on those 2x4s or the 2x6s is because this porch was too high on the blocks, so we got rid of the blocks, and now it's perfect. Now there is a gap here between the porch and the coop, but I added some polycarbonate up there. You can see it up there, right there. Hey, Whitco. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Tasunka. What's going on, big boy? Where's your guys' sister at? Huh? Matcha. Oh, there she is. She's way out there. Yeah. All right, so getting back to the porch. So, yeah. So, we filled that gap with polycarbonate, which should help prevent any water and snow from coming in there. So, overall, I am happy. You know, I had to reinforce the structure here with these 2x4s, and that seems to have done real well, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, I am going to call this project done, except for the fact that Jen does want me to paint this. So I'm doing that another day. Hopefully, if we get a warm day, it shouldn't take me too long, but I might just slap some paint on this. Oh, and the other thing I want to do is we're going to put some polycarbonate up on the two sides to kind of close this off. Make sure we don't get any snow or anything blowing in there. So, all right, project done. Off to the next one. Just got back from the store, gearing up for a pretty big project. I've got insulation for Jen's studio, and we've got some polycarbonate to finish winterizing our chicken coop. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting this unloaded, and we're gonna probably start on the chicken coop. With the insulation moved over to the studio, I can switch my focus onto the polycarbonate and onto our chicken coop. Now we got all of the polycarbonate here because we are going to enclose the run. Thankfully, where we get ours from, they're able to cut it to size. So I've already given them all the sizes and everything has been pre-cut. So let's go get it up on the run. This one's gonna have to go in through the camera somehow, or the light there. Actually, hold on, let go. Let me go this way.
Please stop.
I'm not doing anything.
You're pushing further.
I'm not pushing anywhere.
Okay.
Gotta go. Nope. 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 Yep. Got it. Well, it is a couple days later after that last video clip where you watched me add polycarbonate to the new front porch on our chicken coop. Well, there's a reason it's a couple days later, because it's been snowing the last 2 days, which is awesome, but it also sucks because, well, we're not 100% ready yet. But anyway, so I wanted to show you guys what all the polycarbonate looks like. So the front porch is working great. We've got the polycarbonate on both sides. It's pretty dry on the inside by the door, which is what we were aiming for. And the roof, where it joins up to the cabin with that polycarbonate I put up there. It's keeping all the water out, which is, again, awesome. As for the chicken run, the polycarbonate is on the sides, on the door, and then also on the front. Now, as you can see, I did not put it up on the top, and I also did not put it on the bottom down here. And I did that by design. I wanted to make sure that the chickens had plenty of airflow. And so with the bottom here, we're going to be banking this snow up against here. So that'll go ahead and cover up the bottom. And then for the top, that's where we'll get the ventilation from. In addition, this is also open, as is these little spots here too. So the chicken run will have plenty of ventilation. The whole structure is doing awesome right now with the snow. I do kind of wish I could clean the polycarbonate panels off so that the birds could get a little light inside, because that's where they get all of their light, is from the polycarbonate panels on the roof. But that's all right. The clouds are breaking. The storm is breaking. So we are going to get some sun here, and that'll melt all that snow off of there. And as a matter of fact, I don't actually suspect any of this is going to be around in a week. We've got some warm temperatures, which is pretty good, and freezing nights, but warm temperatures during the day. So we'll see, though. Stick around for the next video, folks. I have been working on Jen's studio, and it is going to be awesome. We've got insulation, we've got siding going on. It's going to be a really awesome video. So that's her studio. So you guys are going to have to stick around for that one. As for this one, that's it for the upgrades now. We'll see you guys on the next video. Out here at Hanbleceya Ranch, we live off the land. Slow mornings, hard work, and handmade everything.
Every blanket, every pumpkin, every little creation, it all starts here, right on our homestead.
We don't mass produce, we handcraft. Each piece carries the story of Maine's changing seasons, made with care, made to last.
So if you love cozy things that feel real, visit HanbleceyaRanch.com.
From our homestead to your home, thanks for supporting Handmade.